quick interview, man?
Sure.
Hey, just tell me why you're here, man.
With my voice, with the little bit of voice that I have, yes.
Yeah.
Why we're here? Well, first of all, my name is Luis Larin from United Workers. I'm a human leadership development with United Workers. Why we're here is because we are fighting for human rights, justice, and what the people deserve, what the workers deserve. Because it's not fair that these developers get all these public resources, but we don't have any public benefit. And it's unfair, and it's obscene how it's possible that workers don't receive a living wage, workers don't receive even a minimum wage. So when Kurdish and GGP get all these public resources. So that's insane.
You're really here protesting the way the Inner Harbor was built and the way it was funded and not access to it. Does something have to do with that?
Well, we are protesting more about the development. How the development is creating in a way that the corporations get all the profit, workers get all the exploitation. Just that simple. Because the developers get all these public resources, and then the workers just get minimum wage or less, and they don't have access to healthcare, they don't have access to education. How is that fair? So that is about more the way that the development is going on. Yes.
Okay. So you come out here often with this group, or are you part of the whole thing?
I'm a part of the organization who are organizing the Inner Harbor. We have this campaign at the Inner Harbor for the last 3 years, where we are organizing all the workers from the Inner Harbor, from restaurants and retail stores, and I'm one of the leadership organizers. I talk with workers all the time. I hear all these stories about, hey, I can't pay my rent. I'm working 60 hours per week and I can't pay my rent. And I'm working at the Inner Harbor. How is that possible? And I just get like, that's insane. How you can pay your rent when you're working 60 hours in the most beautiful place in Baltimore City? I mean, we are not against the Inner Harbor. The Inner Harbor is a beautiful place, but how we are using the public resources, that is our concern. How the workers are receiving nothing, and the developers are receiving everything. That is our concern.
I'll hold it out like this, and you can just talk and walk, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, well, as I said, 3 years ago we started the campaign at the Inner Harbor, the Human Rights Zone campaign. The Human Rights Zone campaign, what it's asking for, what it's demanding for is that the workers at the Inner Harbor have work with dignity, right to education, and right to healthcare. That's all that we are asking for. We just released a report about how the Inner Harbor is built and what the workers are getting from the Inner Harbor. And what we found is a lot of discrimination, a lot of disrespect, a lot of lack of healthcare, lack of opportunities for education, and workers are awake, and they are saying, like, this is not what we deserve. We are human beings and we are keeping this place running. So how is possible that we can we are living in poverty when we are working in the place that get most resources in Baltimore City, you know, for public resources, but I'm living in poverty. So how is that possible? And that's what that's what the workers are realizing. They say, this is enough. We need to do something. We need to organize. We need to be organized. And the problem is that these situations, these issues are not just at one restaurant. These issues are a systematic problem that is around the whole Inner Harbor. From this place that is owned by Kurdish, which is a local developer, to the other buildings which are owned by, controlled by GGP, developer who is based on Chicago. So that's why we are targeting the developers. But we are targeting the BDC too, because the BDC, they are giving all these break rents, all these public resources to Kurdish and GGP, but they are not asking to Kurdish or GGP, what are you doing with this money? How we are getting benefit? How our communities are getting benefit from this money, these public resources that we are giving to you? They don't ask that. So the BDC is also responsible, because the BDC as a public agency, they should be for the public benefit. They should be caring about the people and not caring about the corporations, about how much profit, more profit the corporation do. We are not against the profit. We are just against the injustice and the inequality. How the BDC don't ask, it's not accountable for anyone when it's a public agency. How is that possible that the government agency don't need to give don't need to can be open to the public? When they did this deal with Kurdish, they kicked out the media from the room. They have this private meeting with Kurdish and the BBC. And the only way that we could get the information was because we asked for the information from a legal way. That was the only way that we could get access to that to a public meeting. How is that possible? You know. The public resources, public agency, but a lack of transparency? How is that possible? We can't stand with that. We need to fight against that. We need transparency. We need the public agencies also care about the public, care about the people, and not just about the profit. So that's why we're here.
Hey man,